Breaking update coming in. In fact, the BJP says that there is more to this story of a total dissent in the India alliance than what meets the eye. It's the BJP's Amit Malviya who's alleging that it is not just the Trinamool. There are more parties not happy with the India alliance taking this fight. We'll have Rishabh joining us in just a moment, but before that happens, I also want to take it across to our colleague Rohit, who's joining us from our newsroom. Rohit, what is it that the BJP here is alluding towards?
Yes, well, in fact, we heard earlier from TMC sources also saying that they were not really consulted on the speaker decision that the India bloc has taken. But now the BJP is claiming that it's not just the TMC, but also the Sharad Pawar faction of the NCP that is not really interested in putting forward K. Suresh, because Amit Malviya of the BJP says both Sharad Pawar and Mamata Banerjee have struck a discordant note disapproving of Congress's decision to contest the speaker's post. It may be a good idea for the third time failed Rahul Gandhi to build consensus within the India bloc before pontificating to the world. So BJP claims that not just Mamata Banerjee but even Sharad Pawar is not really in favor of naming a speaker candidate from the opposition.
Okay, Rohit, for the moment, thank you so much for getting us that response that has come in from the BJP's Amit Malviya. We'll also, in fact, try to connect with him to get his view firsthand on the show. But also, Rishabh is joining us live and he'll take that story ahead. Rishabh, many would say that how does Amit Malviya know about this quote-unquote discordant notes within the India alliance? Is he troubling in, is he fishing in troubled waters, pardon me, or is there some inside dope that tells us it is not just a Trinamool alone? Parties like the Samajwadi Party, parties like the NCP are also not very willing to go in for this fight tomorrow come the speaker's election.
Well, what's the source of Amit Malviya? That is best known to Amit Malviya only. But yes, since morning we have been hearing this, do not preempt things. While we were talking to Pramod Tiwari also, he said, do not preempt things. Abhi aap mat sochiye ki numbers kahan se aayenge aur numbers kya aayenge. Kal dekhenge kya hoga. Aap bhi dekhenge, hum bhi dekhenge. So even Congress also saying that we know what's happening in the alliance. That is not us. Similar, the BJP says that we know what's happening in India alliance, but the Congress doesn't know what's happening in their own alliance. TMC for sure has shown a dissent note saying that they are not very much in favor of contesting for the speaker election. They went on to say that we do not have numbers, why to expose ourselves. Now Amit Malviya says that NCP Sharad Pawar faction was also not in mood to contest for the speaker position, and with K. Suresh being fielded, all this will be clear once we get to know who was present at the dinner party that is scheduled later in this evening at Mallikarjun Kharge's residence ahead of the speaker poll yesterday. But for now, we know that there is going to be a speaker election, even though it is just, for a symbolism that Congress party, or for that matter, the India Alliance wants to put their partners in the election, and K. Suresh has been fielded as a speaker for the first time in the parliamentary democracy of India. But one thing is very clear, as of now, both BJP and Congress would like to put each other in an embarrassing situation, and that's the reason that we are hearing these statements coming in either from Amit Malviya or other leaders of BJP as well as senior leaders of Congress as well.
And Rishabh, let's push that point a little further. There is a problem in the India alliance. Not the very first time that there is a sense that is coming in from perhaps the smaller regional satraps that the Congress, just because it is a Congress and just because it was once the grand old party, can get away by being the big boss all the time. Now, time and again, also we have seen the entire conversation about the fact whether the Congress with its numbers today, that is 100, and will it continue with this attitude? And will the India Alliance even survive after the 24 elections, Rishabh?
Well, if we talk about India Alliance, see, there are two things. The alliance always stay very concrete if it's in power. Many a times we have seen these alliances being made ahead of elections. Once these alliance does not get that mandate that they were coming together for, we have seen these alliances breaking up. We have seen how UPA completely, broke down post 2014 elections, and how be it Samajwadi Party, be it Congress, be it TMC, they started attacking each other. TMC and Congress even attacking in these elections as well in Bengal. So TMC were not a pre-poll alliance partners of Congress, and they have made it very clear that we are not electoral alliance of Congress party. We are different. If you remember, Derek O'Brien, after 2014 election, when Congress fared really bad after getting some 44 seats, TMC and AIA-DMK were in alliance, pre-poll alliance, and Derek O'Brien actually quipped on the floor of the House, saying that we should be given the LOP position because we were pre-poll alliance and we come as a single body in this House. So these alliances meant to go away, and there are assembly elections coming in, and you will see these parties fighting against each other in these those assembly elections as well. But having said that, as of now, Congress wants this to be together. More than Congress, likes of Akhilesh Yadav, or for that matter, Sharad Pawar, would like to have this, this whole pack together. Reason? They would want to put BJP on mat in the assembly election. All these regional parties, be it Samajwadi Party, who will face BJP in 2027, or for that matter in a few months, Sharad Pawar or Shiv Sena, the faction, they'll face BJP in Maharashtra, or in Jharkhand, JMM will face BJP. So this regional Kshatrps will like to have BJP in check, and for them this alliance is actually very, very important.
Yes, but at the same, point, Risha, what you say makes a lot of sense, but we must not forget that a lot of these regional parties have grown out of the Congress. They've taken the vote bank of the Congress, and with the resurgence of the Congress, do they all also feel threatened? I think that's an interesting point, and we will keep pondering on that. For the moment, as I quickly thank you, but now we also make way to listen into reactions that have come in from the India Alliance leaders. This includes the Congress. The first up is Rahul Gandhi, who says time and again, this is a government that does not respect the people's mandate. He's also alleging the government is not listening and to the opposition voice, and we feel muzzled.
राजनाथ सिंह जी का खारगे जी को फोन आया। राजनाथ सिंह जी ने खारगे जी से कहा, देखिए आप हमारे स्पीकर को सपोर्ट कीजिए। ऑपोजिशन, पूरी ऑपोजिशन ने कहा है, हमने सब के सब से बात की है, पूरे ऑपोजिशन ने कहा है कि हम स्पीकर को सपोर्ट करेंगे, मगर कन्वेंशन ये है कि डेप्यूटी स्पीकर ऑपोजिशन को मिलना चाहिए। राजनाथ सिंह जी ने कल शाम कहा था कि वो खारगे जी को कॉल रिटर्न करेंगे। अभी तक राजनाथ सिंह जी ने खारगे जी का कॉल रिटर्न नहीं किया है। तो मोदी जी कह रहे हैं कंस्ट्रक्टिव कोऑपरेशन हो, और फिर हमारे नेता को इंसल्ट करा जा रहा है। तो नियत साफ नहीं है। नरेंद्र मोदी जी कोई कंस्ट्रक्टिव कोऑपरेशन नहीं चाहते हैं, क्योंकि कन्वेंशन है कि डेप्यूटी स्पीकर ऑपोजिशन का होना चाहिए, और हमने कहा है, पूरे ऑपोजिशन ने कहा है कि अगर कन्वेंशन फॉलो किया जाएगा तो पूरा समर्थन स्पीकर के इलेक्शन में हम देंगे।
आपकी पार्टी का प्रतिपक्ष नेता कब चुना जाएगा?
सब चुने जाएंगे
सर। कब तक हो जाएगा ये फैसला?
ये आप चुनवाओगे?
नहीं, आप लोग
बहुत जल्दी समय आएगा
सर। स्पीकर के इलेक्शन पे
अभी कुछ नहीं।
Prime Minister always says one thing and does the other. He talks about consensus, yet is not yielding the deputy speaker post to us. He talks about consensus, yet does not give K. Suresh the deserved position of pro tem speaker. He talks about consensus and democracy, but does not mention Manipur, does not mention the violence in Jammu, does not mention the deaths due to heat wave, does not mention the failure of the education ministry. So we are ready that we will have to struggle to preserve our democracy, to strengthen the parliamentary system, and therefore we will do everything in order to defend our constitution and parliament.
If the gentleman you are referring to is elected again, I would request him, don't suspend MPs the way you did in the last session. That was murder of democracy. And Indian democracy doesn't like such murderous attitude.
So has there been any discussion among the India parties to name a speaker in that way?
Not so far.